Computer, computer, look up how do you book a private party in those Jewish tunnels? We're recording. Hi guys, welcome to the Von Jono Predicament. Direct emission. It's Wednesday. It's January 17th. May the 17th be with you. We're having a lot of fun. We're indoors right now because it is, quite frankly, too cold outside in Columbuston, Ohio. It is so cold. Did you say how cold is it? If you didn't, maybe you're not a real fan. Maybe you're a fake fan, quite frankly, and I don't respect you. How cold is it outside? I'll tell you how cold it is outside. My cab driver today was wearing galoshes. Does that make sense? That doesn't make sense. It's so cold, all of the homeless have died. And we have a robust homeless population here in Columbuston, Ohio. It really is crazy. But I decided to avoid becoming a homeless sickle myself, not to be confused with all the homeless who have sickle cell, which we won't be talking about today. We're not going to talk. I'm already under fire, okay, for my very controversial Patreon-only Martin Luther King Jr. video on Monday. And I just got to say this, okay? Just got to say this. A lot of people are saying he was assassinated. A lot of people saying James Earl Ray shot him, but how much fentanyl did he have in his system? Can we talk about that? We can't talk about that. The Iowa primary was on Monday, ladies and gentlemen. There was an Iowa primary on Monday, which is kind of like an election, but it decides who's going to be in the actual election. I don't get it. I think it's confusing, and I refuse to respect it, quite frankly. Donald Trump was the winner, okay? He proudly won the Iowa caucus with, I think, somewhere around the area of 51% of the vote, which, listen, I love my man Vivek Rhymes with Cake. Got no beef with Vivek. Vivek, if you would please come on the show or just return any of my X messages. Also, the site's always been called X. Never been called anything but that. We love Vivek, okay? Ron DeSantis, we thought he was cool. We liked him. He had some good Florida policies until he started using AI. Namely, a robot butler that sucked his dick. I was against that. I was opposed to that, quite frankly. So, we're going to see what happens in the general election. I think we can agree that Donald Trump is going to win, 49 states, 50 states. He could win 51 states as long as we can somehow make Puerto Rico a state by then, which we absolutely should not do, okay? Goddamn. Or maybe, if we just made it a state, would they stop doing their parades? Because they're like, we're already America, what are we celebrating? We don't have an Ohio Heritage Parade. Although, could be a chance to sell some caramel corn. Listen, we gotta talk about what is really happening out there in the world. Namely, planes are falling apart. Okay? That used to just be the VW bug, where if it got too fast, the door would just fly off, and as long as you survived, you'd laugh about it. Now it's happening in planes. There was a video recently of a plane door flying off. And I could play that video now. If I do any editing to this later, I could put that video up in this episode. So if you don't see the video right now, I didn't care enough. I don't care about you. This is a free video, okay? Don't care. Donate to the Patreon. Then maybe you're going to get my attention and respect and love. But anyway, we can't prove beyond a shadow, that'll come in later, of a doubt, we can't prove that this is not the result of all of the pilots being diversity hires. DEI, you know it. It's disgusting. It's racism. It is the worst possible kind of racism. The kind against white people, which maybe is the only actual kind of racism you think about it. Is reverse racism just normal racism, but you do it walking backwards, Is reverse racism if you just said Riggin? Is that reverse racism? If you say it backwards? I don't know. But it's been reported by a number of very reputable sources, okay? Very reputable. These are, in terms of reputability, top tier. These sources are saying that the airline, I think it was United maybe, it also might have been American. I mean, it was Spirit. This sounds like a Spirit situation, okay? Okay? You book a seat on Spirit, they go, all right, what do you want? Do you want the door flying off? If you want to be on one where we promise the door stays on the whole time, it's going to be an extra $20, okay? So there are reports that all of these airlines have been looking to interview people out of historically black colleges, such as, of course, Harvard, Yale, Oxford, I think the Sorbonne. The problem with this, listen, I have no issue with the blacks, okay? You can tell because I say it that way, the blacks. I got no issue with them. I got no beef with them, okay? But I believe we should hire people based on merit. And that's why I should be the host of The Daily Show. Get me that job. They need a white guy. It's been so long. Jon Stewart doesn't count. Why? Because he's Jewish. We need to support Israel more. Listen, the real question we need to be asking here is, when that door flew off the airplane, was anyone getting busy in the bathroom joining the Mile High Club? And if so, how can you, a 13-year-old boy, trick women into doing that with you? That's right, this is a red pill channel now. We do red pill stuff, okay? And the best red pill of all, it's called Dayquil, all right? You slip that in their drink, okay? It's a perfect combination. The inhibitions are down, the energy is weirdly up, all right? You guys are gonna play Fortnite for hours, and then she'll fall asleep and you won't have to have sex, which is fine because you don't know how. Thanks for watching.